Welcome back, everyone. Chapter 10. We're pretty much halfway through this game now. I am alive. And we've got to go to a ship hidden somewhere in the dust to get a radio transmitter for Henry. And we start out in basically at the bottom of his building. It's been surrounded in plastic, so we're safe enough from the dust walking inside it. That's your safe zone in this area. It's not a huge chapter per se, but there's a lot of items that you can find. Pretty disorienting because of the dust. So I hope this guide is somewhat useful to you. Helps a little bit. There's the first item, then second item's around this crashed helicopter, and I went and got this water bottle. There's a third item. Obviously, you remember these are not in an order as such. You can get them any way you can, basically. And when you get your items, just sprint back to your safety zone, and then head out again, basically. So there's a few more little items quite close by here. I'm not going to go too far in this direction yet. Get a gas mask and stuff a little bit later on, which makes exploring a bit easier. So I head back this way. Run back to recover again. And back out. Right across from that gate there's another item. Item number 5. In this case it's a soda can. I have heard a number of these items are different at times, though. And technically this ship is only like 1 or 2 streets over, but unfortunately, of course, we don't get to go straight there. We've got to take the long way around. Just picked up that can. Because I'm kind of exploring, just showing you guys what it all looks like. I do tend to cut things pretty fine in terms of stamina, but I have lots and lots of items and all that kind of stuff, so I'm not really that worried. As you can see, got a few water. Got 18 soda cans at the moment, and soda cans just increase your stamina. They don't increase the level of stamina, but they increase stamina whenever you need them to. By a little amount, of course, not dramatically. Heading up here. This will actually get us out of the dust, as well as get us a new item as well. Should be there we go, up that last flight of stairs, and we're high enough above the dust so it no longer affects us. Nice view over the city, and we have a piton as our 7th item. Oh boy. You can see that sort of big Ferris wheel in the distance there. That is the final sort of couple of chapters of this game will be taking place over there. And now we're going to make our way down there. I found this area to be one of the more confusing areas, actually, in terms of getting around, because there's so much dust, and there's a lot of sort of alleyways and things like that. Another item right at the bottom there. I could have just picked it up when I first reached that ladder, but anyway. around this car for another one, and head up this big billboard sort of thing here. And these billboard things in this area are big sort of safety zones for you as well. We're going to use these a few times. Now we're going to go just basically the opposite side of the road. So I could actually just have crossed over this billboard and slid down the other side, but didn't think about it. Some meat.
That's
Yep.
strange.
You don't want to eat that meat. It is human meat, and it will lower your score. So, in this alley, water bottle. Just climb up this pole that's next to this alley. There's more items down that alley, so we're going to go and get those just now. First, this item over here. And actually, this is a pretty cool chapter because here you can actually get the shotgun. And in order to get a shotgun, you've actually got to do some trading for it. So we come to the right, across this building. And we'll go down this pole. If you actually go past this spot without coming here first, you'll see some kind of strange guy kind of limping around here. It's like the Hunchback of Notre Dame or something.
Don't be afraid. I'm a peaceful man.
And here he is.
I'm not an old man, but I can barely move anymore, so I can't even collect basic supplies. You look like an honest man. Please, help me gather some food.
Give him a fruit cocktail.
Thank you. That's a good start.
And a food can.
My grumbling stomach,
And a
thanks
soda
you.
can.
You are most kind.
And he needs an inhaler.
You are a gentleman and a scholar. I would personally challenge anyone who spoke an unkind word about you.
And finally, some of that suspect meat.
I must say, I did not think there were still people like you. I know how hard it is to find food here, so I know how much trouble you went through. For your effort, allow me to give you this. I
Oh,
can't
yeah.
use it anyway. I am sure it will come in handy for a guy like you.
And of course, he's a victim as well, so we get a retry. And the shotgun. Although the 5 bullets that it comes with are literally the only shotgun shells you get in the entire game. So whatever you do not use them anytime soon. And on any kind of frivolous bad guy you come across. Because you do not get them back. So now we head back this way. We're going to go back into that alley that I was talking about just now. A whole bunch of items in there. So back to that fire escape. And for this alley, this fire escape is your sort of safety zone. So I recommend after every, 1 or 2 items, there's 4 or 5 items to get you, but after every couple of items, I would recommend coming back there to get your stamina back. If you don't have any items or you don't want to use any of your items. That's the first item here. It's a bottle of wine. There's another item, soda can. And another item, first aid kit. That's pretty cool. Now, I have lots and lots of items, so I'm not worried about trying to save them up or anything like that. And just to speed up my exploration a little bit, I am using some of them up now. Just means that you either don't have to watch me going back to the fire escape every 2 seconds, or you know, I don't have to try and edit it all out and all that kind of stuff. Water bottle in the end there. But this time I am actually going up the fire escape again. Now, this is good exercise, I can tell you that. Yep. Healthy lung full of air. Well, as you can see, even after all that, we've still got a long way to go around that block. It's not a great distance, but you know, on the map it looks a reasonable distance. Now, as you can see with that brilliant editing, see right across there, that's what the guy looks like. He's sort of dragging himself all over the place. So the next item is another soda can. And there's another one of these billboard posts over here, which I will show you just now. I'll go to it just now. Just take some more of my eat some more of my items, basically. Going through adrenaline syringe is pretty cool. It's pretty good for that. A little bit of water. Buildings all over each other. Now we're going to be coming back here just now because that's the direction we have to leave this particular area in. So that was just some more painkillers, and there's another item around here. Another fruit cocktail. And the roads collapsed a little bit. This is the big billboard sort of signpost thing I was talking about. So I'll just have an item just to a couple items. I only really needed one because I'm going to be climbing it. For some reason I decided to eat two. I must be pretty hungry. So let's just get to the top of this, get a breather. Good. Kind of admire the view a little bit, all that nice plastic sheeting on the building. Run over to the other side of this giant billboard, slide straight down. Another item, another fruit cocktail. Seems someone was going around just dropping off fruit cocktails everywhere. For some reason. Now I go back up the coast. So we're just about done in this little area. Now if you just go straight from it and head down these steps to the subway, whatever it is, find a first aid kit. Back up the stairs. And back up the pole. It's kind of showing you how you would do it if you didn't have any items or anything like that. And don't really want to use all my items, you know, just in this little area. So just back past that little subway entrance. For some reason it wouldn't let me step up there. Anyway, painkillers just around that corner. Followed by a soda can. And I'll just have some more. Get some more soda into me. If it lets me. For some reason it's being a bit sensitive. And some rat meat just around there. And you can hear one victim up there who we're not actually going to go and rescue right now. He's for a little bit later, but there are a couple of other victims nearby that we are going to go and rescue. So just up this little ladder here, this will be your safe zone in this little area, if you're on the street anywhere. And there we go. There's nothing actually up here. So we're going to go and rescue that woman you can hear calling out. Now that is where we were in chapters 4 and 6 or so. That's where the way we went to go and get medicine for May. And we're actually going to be going back to that railway just now to help us get to our new destination as well. So down, and I didn't collect this on the way through, I kind of missed it there, but it's another water bottle. Now we're heading right up this building on my right, and just jog along, find this pole to climb, and just climb up here, and we're back into the sort of clean air again. Now if you climb up those poles, you'll be confronting that victim, and you'll be in an ambush as well. So we're going to do that just now. A few things to do first.
Young man, you have arrived just in time to watch
Like helping
me die.
this guy.
I have but one last wish. To smoke a final cigarette.
Just so happens it's your lucky day.
Where did you get it?
Ah, you even got an
Never
achievement
mind.
there.
Let me just gaze at it for a moment. At some point, the emergency shelters downtown became too damaged to be habitable. I don't know what they expected. They were bursting at the seams, and the continued quakes just tore them apart. There were some smaller ones to the north that people said were in better shape, but I can't say for certain if anyone's still actually there.
Okay, thanks. That was useful. Or not. So there are a couple of items
Just remember this.
up there. If we climb that
Dignity and
crate,
integrity.
we can get to a couple of
That's all
items,
we
but
got.
I'll just show you where this little
No way I can drop that far.
route goes, and wouldn't let me drop for some reason. There we go, some parkour skills there. So if you actually come down here, as I've written, that little subway entrance and that big billboard, that's them right there. So if you want to skip all that item collecting that I did there, you can literally just come up here and get straight to these victims if you want to. I mentioned it in a few videos, but there's no achievement for collecting all the items, so you know, the items really, they're just to help you survive. That's the whole point. So there's my little guy, points the way up here. You know, if you have enough items, you don't need to collect them if you don't want to, you know. But here's some more painkillers anyway, for those who do. And just around here, some oral rehydration salts. Nice. And there's only a couple, we're only about 2 minutes away from the end of this chapter, really. And it's just heading up the stairs now. This is the same way if you climbed up that any of those poles along there, you'll be in this area. This is where this woman is. And yeah, obviously it's a trap.
From the looks of you, you're more than man enough for the job.
Your time has come.
I was a little bit slow because I was suddenly thinking, oh gosh, have I got my bow, have I got my gun or whatever, and guy managed to stab me there, but obviously he's a tough guy, so you gotta take him out. This guy surrenders. And this guy does not though, so gonna have to take him out one way or another. It's nice just to drive him over to the edge there. Knock this guy out. Then
They forced me to do it. Please, you have to help
shoot
me
the
break these
handcuffs for this lady. Ah, look at that. Another achievement.
I thought you were gonna leave me trapped here.
And another retry.
You know, a lady told me there were a couple of emergency centers set up for isolated women and children right after the event. One of them was in North HAVENTON, but that was in the early days. I don't know if it was wrapped up well enough to resist the dust. It might be worth taking a look there.
Cool, thank you. So now we are at least facing in the right direction to the end of this level. And we are actually pretty close now. It's just
I hope we meet again.
more or less a straight shot to it. You could just drop down any of those pipes that were on the side of the building there. I chose to take the long way around. There's another guy over there, and it's this last sort of hole at the end of this building. And then just run straight to the tracks. Climb up. Yep. I'm sure some of you have fond memories of this place from the last time we were here. And just head down the tracks. Just about there. That's the ship you can see just in front of us, that kind of dark shape. Not the thing on the left, that thing there on the right hand side.
Looks like the signal was coming from somewhere near that wrecked boat.
That's it.
There's enough rubble here. Probably can just climb up into the ship.
So we've just got to get up into that building, and that's the end of this chapter over there. Some of you might remember this is where we helped a guy who was trapped in the rubble. He needed a battery to get the forklift going. Helped him there. To our right is the building where there was an old couple who wanted some wine. So we helped them out as well. And there's just one more item to get if you want it, and it is another bottle of water. Item number 30. Gosh. And there we go. Up this hole. It's a building, and that's the end of the chapter just down there. And there's nothing else around except bodies and all that good stuff. So thanks for watching. Let's head over to the next chapter to find out what happens.